All right, what's up? We're gonna make games in 1 hour. Well, I know I'm gonna try to make a game in 1 hour. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for holding up, y'all. I appreciate it. Welcome. This is something we do every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, give or take a couple minutes. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Let's get your theme suggestions in the chat for the next 5 minutes or so. We're gonna get that sorted out. What's the topic gonna be? What are we jamming about? I don't know. It's a 1 hour game jam. Hooray! I've got my blank Godot project behind me, as you saw. And that's where I'm going to make my game. You can make it in any engine you want as long as you can export it to the browser. There's links in the description box to the itch.io page where you can submit your entry. If you have questions about the rules and stuff, I'll make sure those are in the chat momentarily, but also they're on the jam page. Please read them if you don't know about them. So yeah. Oh, look at that. We already got rules. Thank you, Andres. Let's go. Amazing. And we got topics in the chat. Andres saved me the time. All right, so yes, family-friendly, safe for work entries, please. You have to relate it to the topic. So we're going to decide on the topic right now, and I'm going to add it to this big old wheel. We're going to spin it. You don't have to make the topic be comprehensively implemented. Just put it in there enough so that I know that you actually made it within this time frame, and stuff like that. Let's hear what's next. Yes, so you can use any assets that you want. Ideally, you own them or they're CC0, but that's kind of up to you. But music is different. Music, you have to have made it yourself, either during the jam or in the past, and you promise that it is going to remain copyright free. That's just a YouTube deal. All right, I think that's pretty much everything that needs to be known there. Let's see what topics you guys have been suggesting so I can add them to the wheel and we can get spinning. I don't think we have a lot of time. I don't think we have much time left. Let's see. When it fills up to 8, we're done. If you are in the membership of Hyper Game Dev, you will get priority up to 4 slots on here. So just keep that in mind. All right, so first I'm going to scroll through, look for member suggestions. I don't see anything from members, so there we go. 2 minutes. Thank you, puppet people. You guys are being so helpful today. I appreciate it. Let's see. I had a tech emergency. That's why I'm a little late. Recursion. I love this theme. I want it. Bring it to me. What else we got? We got balloons. This is fun. Oh, you're a member. I don't know why I missed that. Well, good thing we got you in there early. No rules, chaos. Welcome, Dungeon Martian and everybody else. Into the unknown. That is so cool. What? Welcome, Willow. That is such a cool topic. Please let that be the topic. What? Micro games. I like it. Micro games. What else do we got? Banana. Why not banana? Whoa, ultimate challenge. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. It's the ultimate challenge and you're it. Dictatorship. Whoa. Dictatorship. That is pretty hardcore. All right, we actually got 2 more spots open, so I'm gonna need to find a theme. Oh, 2025. Just kidding. 2025. All right. Okay. All right. I don't like that topic. Like, what's that gonna be? I kind of don't like that topic very much because, like, how is that a game? You know, like, we just did 999,000. Oh, I missed yours, Dark Rosen. Where is it? Oh, volatile. Nice. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, puppet people. I hate to do it, but, like, I just don't see myself making a game from that. Volatile. That's a really good one. So then we need one more. Unless I missed someone else's. Welcome, Coder Chess. Welcome all the people I didn't say welcome to. Reed Show, Andrus. Thank you guys for being here, hanging up. Butterfly, good to see you as well. Neil is the best. We need one more. All right, you know what? Let's see. I missed yours? Which one? Oh God, I keep missing them. Infection! Oh, you guys were like, Lise, what are you talking about? There's plenty of topics. We gave you exactly enough. All right, we got him. I'm gonna spin this wheel. Forgive me. My, like, camera, like, gave out on me right before the stream started. So I was just, like, dealing with that, and I'm just like, oh, but that's okay. We're going to spin the wheel, and it will determine our fate for today. What is it that we will jam about? And it's on the yellow one. Banana, you guys. It's banana. All right, banana is the topic. You can't take it back now. Banana. What do you interpret banana to be? Now, for all the topics that didn't get chosen here, for all the topics that didn't get, at least it's not dictatorship, for everything that didn't get chosen, they are going to get added to the page, which, yes, you're right. I forgot I could have just chosen from the previous. I forget we have that awesome resource. All right, I'm going to make sure that topic is pinned. You guys have your topic. Let me make sure I actually add it to the itch page, and then we'll get started. Okay, we're only a minute late. I can take it. Banana. Done. Added. Set up. We got bananas on screen, baby. Yeah, dictatorship's a tough one. I mean, it could be. Yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have added that one in there. Well, in any case, it was in there. So now you'll see on GitHub committing all of those ones that you guys added in, even dictatorship. So I'm going to commit that, and that means it'll show up on the website in the future, so you guys can have it. All right, banana is set. Go work on your games. And remember, pre-submission, simple and very helpful. So you'll hit submit your project. I see 3 of you already on top of it. Submit your project, upload a game, even if you don't have one yet. Today is January 3rd. January 3rd, 1 hour jam attempt. This is my pre-submission. You should do it too, because then you'll definitely have a submission in. Nothing else. I just did a title. Submit it. Done. Because now, even after the timer ends, you can come right up here, hit draft, and still upload your game. Again, this isn't a ranked jam. This is just a simple thing. Just try it every week. Just see what happens. You know, we don't need to be super serious about the deadline. All right. So, topic. Banana. Banana. Great. I gotta figure this out. All right. I mean, you know what I like about it? I mean, there's something kind of fun because like bananas are like colorful and they're oddly shaped, and I think there's something we can work with. All right, I'm just going to add it as a topic on the screen so we can see it. Then I'm gonna make my game. Thank you, Ultimate. By the way, oh my goodness, Ultimate Challenge. Welcome. Thank you for supporting the jam. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. All right, banana is our topic. Oh, banana eating simulator? Try to eat as many as possible. It's actually kind of fun. There's something I really like about that. So many bananas in chat. Why do I like that idea so much? All right, I want to pull up MS Paint, see if I can sketch something out here. Welcome, Frank. Good to see you. Yum. I know, right? I know. Okay, so banana. I guess I'll draw a banana. It's very important. So I don't know. I don't know what my game's going to be. I know that my topic is banana. I kind of like the idea of a banana eating competition. Do I though? So I'm going to have to make a banana. Wow, I'm gonna have to make there's a banana, obviously. Totally a banana. Is that not a banana? So I mean, there's also like banana peels, which is kind of like a classic game trope, right? Or, you know, like in Mario Kart, they spin you out or whatever. In cartoons, they make you trip and fall. So I think there's something there potentially. Like maybe you just have to avoid banana peels on the ground. In terms of like banana eating, to me that just ends up being kind of like a clicker game. Unless you're like, okay. So I'm thinking this. Like, I'm having fun with making, like, platformers. I don't know, like, I did that the other day, and it didn't turn out, like, perfect, but I kind of want to keep experimenting with it. So, imagine there's platforms, and then I almost want to say that there's, like, banana pickups that you get, and then they, like, help you, like, have health. Do you get hurt? Are you experiencing health problems? Are there enemies? I'm not going to make enemies in an hour, personally. I mean, I don't have a template for that yet. I could have it go into time, but that would be hard. So maybe it's just like points. You just collect bananas and you get points. But when you get a banana and you eat it, it leaves a peel behind. And you have to go back to the platforms again to try and get more bananas because they appear on different ones. Okay. I don't know. This is getting a little out there for my ability in a live stream that's less than an hour to jam something out. But so there's like a banana that's chilling on a platform, and you, the player, go collect it, and what it leaves behind is a peel. And then once you step on that peel again, well, it's going to kill you, slow you down. So I guess we should have like a time element, you know? Okay, this is getting to be a little complex, I have to be honest. So I do want there to be like a time. I guess we're going for fastest time here. Uh, and you obviously want that to be low or something. And then there's also a score. So do you need to get the highest score and the lowest time? Something about that I don't like. What if you only win if you collect a certain number of bananas? Right? So it's like banana 1 out of 10. So it is going to be kind of like a collectathon. Okay, I think I might be okay with this. So the bananas are going to spawn on the platforms, okay? And you're going to have to go back to get them, but the peels start building up. We could even have just like a couple platforms. And like you just keep going back between those two platforms or few platforms, but you have to avoid the peels that fall. Okay, that's my idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm gonna try to go for. Throw the banana peels. That would be cool. I don't have the capacity to make that, but you should totally make that. All right. Where am I, what's the time that I'm dealing with? Just tell me. Just tell me, reality. Hit me in the face with it. 52 minutes. All right then. So let's set my timer for 48 minutes. Gosh. It's so little time, but it is what I have decided. So I'm going to say 48 minutes. Again, I always do this, so that way I feel like I have less time than I do. Just like a little trick to my brain there. All right, 48 minutes. Whew. So obviously I need to make a banana, you guys. I'm gonna play some music. Let's make let's make a banana. And I need to have it have a peel. Either that separates on its own or is able to like separate itself somehow. Alright, cool. Totally doable. I like bananas, I like fruits, I like live streams, and when I watch live streams, I often leave a like. That's something that I tend to do. If you're watching this and you haven't given the stream a like, I hope you'll consider hyper smashing that thumbs up button. Just give it a thumbs up, like the stream. Let's get those likes up. I see 25 people hanging out with us and only 11 likes? Yeah, oh man. Maybe we could set 26 people and still 11 likes. Maybe we could get a few more likes. Thank you. It means more people will see this stream now and in the future. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I see a couple more thumbs ups, but considering 25 of you are here, I would expect to see a few more. So I know you're holding out, take your time, and if you're watching it after the stream, your thumbs ups help too. Thanks, guys. Make sure you leave the stream a banana. Correct. Same thing, basically. I mean, if you're in the middle of jamming out your game, like, take your time, just like it later. All right, so what are we doing? I want to find a mesh. I'm gonna make it, let's see here. If I want it to be detectable by the player, I'm actually gonna set it up as an area 3D, right? Now, but I kind of wanted to like generate a banana peel, and I kind of would love for that to be a rigid body, which is actually really scary. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna add a mesh instance, and we're gonna make a dangle banana. I think a capsule is probably highly appropriate here, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's make it at least half the size. Say 0.25. Oh, that's such a banana. Come on now. Utter absolute banana. I think we can make it much smaller. Let's make it 0.5 height. That's too small. Maybe just 1. Welcome, Coda Chess. Banana is our topic, by the way. 0.2. Okay. Let's make it a little smaller, 0.15. All right. We'll see how that actually works with the player character. I also don't know what the player character is going to be. I feel like it should be a Pac-Man. I don't use a Pac-Man character enough. So I am going to pull from my like last game and we're going to make the same player character. So from the last one, it was 999,000. What did I call that? Did I call that that? What did I call that one? I don't even remember. Maybe I just kept it cats and dogs. Oh, because I iterated on it. Right, I remember now. Okay. So I'm going to grab that character and we're going to add this into our scene. It is a cat right now, a very ugly cat. So I'm just going to actually delete that. And we're going to make it, I think I'm going to make it a Pac-Man. You know, because they're eating stuff. It just seems appropriate. Okay, so we're bouncing around between a lot of things here. Give me a CSG combiner. So we're just going to carve out. I feel like I've done this before. I probably already have one somewhere, but that's okay. Let's add in a sphere. I definitely have done this. Wait, I totally made this already. I should save myself the time. That was for the Nom Jam. That's when I made the... Okay, let me see if I can find that. I have my folder open, kind of, with past assets and stuff. So let me see if I can find the Nom one. I'm just gonna search for Nom. Okay, that didn't show up anything. Oh, Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I thought it would just, like, be there. Maybe it's in the template? No. I have no idea where it is. Jam template 1. Oh, I bet it's in here. Yeah, guys, I don't know where it is. I just gotta make it again. At this point, I think I would save more time if I just made it. Timeless, but you gotta understand something. I only work on this during this time frame. So, like, when am I gonna organize it? That means I have to, like, budget time off stream to organize it? Like, blah. So, like, what you see is the chaos of trying to get something done in an hour. So I would put that to you as... Try making games in 1 hour and that being the only time you're allowed to organize it and see if you can keep it organized because it's not so easy. All right, so we're gonna just make it from scratch. It's just gonna be faster apparently. CSG combiner. Hyper 1 hour organizing the jam folder. Sounds kind of fun. Okay, and then in here we're gonna add a box. And then we want this box to carve out, there we're gonna go off snap, to carve out a mouth on here. So I'm just gonna rotate that a bit. You can already see how that's gonna be exactly what I need. We're gonna say operation, subtraction, and there we go, bam. I think we could adjust it just a bit. Great, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then we're even gonna go classic yellow color with it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be correct. I think that's the way we should go. Oh wait, but that's the color of bananas. Yeah, whatever. It's all yellow themed. It'll just go with everything. Okay, and then I'm gonna make the mouth red because I have no chill. And it's what I would like. There we go. Great. Awesome. Sweet. Now it's not gonna go waka waka. It's not gonna do anything fancy, but you get the idea. Okay. Now I gotta make sure it's like actually facing the right way, which I have a feeling it isn't. Let's see, where's the camera at in here? Where is the camera? I mean, we're not using it, right? But like, where is it? Whoa! Oh, we are using the camera. Oh, right. I think we need to make some changes here. Let's bring it like a lot closer. We need to go the opposite direction. It's getting there. Okay, we're just gonna type it in. And then adjust this. So it's definitely facing the wrong way. I don't really want it to be anything like it currently is. A little bit of angle would be good. I'm definitely in danger. But fun danger. That's why I come here and I do this. To have that pressure of slapping things together. Someday I'll try to be more organized, timeless, but I have to I gotta budget time off stream to make that happen. Now you're not even gonna see that you're a Pac-Man. It's just gonna look like a sphere. Well, maybe I should make it 2D. Maybe the camera should be over here, so that way we can actually appreciate that. Just a thought. Alright, I'm actually gonna come out here. We could even do the orthographic camera, which is horrifying. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Here, let's try. I think perspective is fun, though. I just like it. I mean, you still get perspective. Nice. It's kind of dope, though. Alright, there's our character for now. We'll see. I might have to make some changes. I think you want to flip it around, though, also. Oh, but wouldn't you want it to, like, change its direction depending on which way you're moving? That would be nice. Are we going to set that up? Oh, my God. So right now, it's rotate. We got to go to the CSG container. Right now, it's at 0, and we'd want it to flip 180 degrees. Actually, negative 180? No, really? So I just also, no, we can just do 180. We gotta do degrees to radians. All right, let's see what we can do. So it has to know if we're going, really just which did you press last, left or right? I think that's totally fine. If input is action just pressed, UI left, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? UI left. I feel like this is not the simplest that this works. Then so I actually need to set up this. We're gonna say this is mesh. I'm gonna on ready that. Let's make sure it is accessible as a unique name. Drop it in. And I'm gonna say mesh. Well, if you're going to the left, it's already fine. But we do need to make sure that that's still the same. Mesh, rotation, Y, set to, or equals, degrees to radians, 0. Right? You think you made a bad mistake? Oh no! And we'll say if it's to the right, it's 180. Does that much work? Oh, you want me to save this? Okay, yeah. Alright, I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. So this is Banana Game. Okay. Very good, very good. This isn't the main scene. So let's open up that so I can make sure that's good. I underestimated the amount it will take to animate a character. Yeah. I mean, but to me, that's part of the challenge of doing this, right? Is learning how to estimate the time things take. It's like a skill I think can be potentially learned from this. Nice. There you have it, left and right movement. Probably need a camera or some lighting. Might be nice, I could see that. So let's put some lighting in there. I could get down with that. Now, in order to actually move on something, we're gonna need like a ground, some platforms. I'm gonna borrow my platforms from my last project. Keeping it stupid simple. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Whoa, oh, orthographic. Or orthogonal. It's causing me some grief here. I don't know if I don't think I'm ready for orthogonal camera. I don't understand what's happening. Oh yeah, our jump is set stupid high right now. And so is our speed. And our gravity's all wacky. I forgot about that. It's kind of important. It's a bit important. Back to the default gravity. I might change that, but we definitely don't want it to be what it is. And then on the character, we have to make this reasonable as well. So let's bring that speed down to something more normal. Jumping, also something more normal would be ideal, would be just perfect. And then the other thing, Pawn, is just like pivot, you know? If it seems like it's going to be too much work, don't do it. You know, you just have to like know when to give up on it. Oh, up and down is left and right right now. Dude, this is horrible. Please stop with the camera immediately. Put it back to normal. I command you to put it back to normal. Thank you. This platform is not great though. And then, so for the movement, okay, we don't have the special 2D. I used to have special 2D movement set up, but that was on another player character that's in a different project. Cool. So I would want to say that we can't move up and down. Oh God. I'm gonna borrow it from this. I think I can find maybe. I think maybe I can find this. That's definitely gonna be in here somewhere, probably, maybe. Character body 3D.gd. It's gotta be in here. Let's open this up. Let's see if we got some good code in here to use. I think we do. Nope, not this one. Wrong. Not true. Players. Oh, player object.tscn. Okay, I'm actually not sure. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna open another instance of Godot. Let's try that. Random monkey asset. Yes. Well done. Oh, and then the other project is in like a different version too. Yeah, I think I just have to redo it. All right, so if direction, so we want to actually switch the directions and inputs around. So let me see. So right now, left and right is making me go forward and back, which is not what I want. And our jump is unbelievable. Like, what? Let's bring this down to 5. Chad tried doing this on your own 2 days ago, just creating something you do and run an hour, and what I made could really be considered a game. Well, and here's the thing too, like, you know, you guys I'm still gonna show you love and support no matter what you come up with. You know, I'm never gonna be like, this is crap. So for whatever that's worth, you know, just do your best. But it's hard. It's hard, right? Direction X, I think we want to do that and maybe comment out this. Maybe do the same thing here. Let me see. Yeah, it's a good it's learning, right? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Uh-oh. They're going opposites. You can't tell. Well, you can tell, actually. Fascinating. Fascinating. Been around long enough, you can call Minecraft. I don't do that, though. That's just not my personality. I wouldn't do that. All right, now it's moving the right direction, just the way it should. Whew. That was some effort. That was some effort. Now, the collision is not correct, I can tell you. So let's fix that. Yeah, not the right collision shape. We're just gonna delete that, and I'm gonna add a new collision shape. And this one's going to be a sphere. So that should be much better. Nice. Why was it blue for a sec? Oh wait, this did used to be blue. What happened to the blue? It's part of the platform. Oh, so it loads. Oh, right. That was the way I had it before, is that the color of the platform would change if you land on it. That was like a whole thing that I had set up. I should make a new platform, actually. You know what? I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to make it local. And we're going to call this platform normal. Because this isn't really a normal platform. This one's kind of different. It's not like your average everyday platform. And it's too big anyway. So let's make this one unique. I'm going to set it to very much smaller. Even smaller, I would say. It does not need to be large. Maybe it could be a little larger there. Okay. And then we want the collision shape to be the same. 2 and 3. Okay, make this unique. 2 and 3. Okay. And then there's some code on here. I don't actually want that code on there. But I do want some of it. Well, I don't think I want any of it. I think we're just going to detach this. It just needs to be a regular platform. It's the banana that really is going to have the code. Alright. Bam. Regular platform. And then duplicate. Oh, let's save it as a scene. Alright. Platform normal. And then let's put some around. So I'm going to duplicate it. I'll go back to having the snapping. That snapping is huge. I know why, because that made sense for the last one, but not this one. Let's try 5. Okay. Should be able to hop across there. Probably. Nice. Alright, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewheres. Now, I wanted like a few. I kind of like the idea of just keeping it simple and just having like a few platforms. Like, it'd be neat if I could build out a whole level, but you know, doesn't mean it's what I should do right now. Okay, we definitely need more space between the platforms. I have a feeling this is gonna be too much space between them, but let's give it a try. See where it gets us. Well, actually, this should be okay. We didn't really do it that. Yeah, it's still, actually, it's still not enough. So let me go back. Let's make the snap distance not 5. Let's make it like 8. Pull it out by 1. See if we can make that jump. Now I can also change like the gravity and stuff. I don't really have time to. Well, I would like to. I hate that floaty feeling. It's actually really irritating me. So we're gonna bump up the gravity a bit. Yeah, it's a little Pac-Man-y. It's a little Pac-Man. You know, so we're eating bananas. I figured like what eats things? What's like a simple player character style that eats things? Pac-Man. Okay, so we need to make that jump just a little more oomphy. Nice. Ooh, and it's a little challenging. Like, you could very easily fall and die. Do we still have a fall and die on here? By the way, I haven't put the UI, so it's probably gonna have an issue. So let's get the UI in. Now, I don't think the UI is set up quite the way I want it to be. I think the timer is gonna start immediately, which isn't ideal. Okay, I was hoping we would die at some point. But we didn't. So I guess I have to add that in. Wow, I thought we had that. I guess we didn't have that. That's very strange of me to not have that. But fine, whatever. So we're gonna say ant export variable fall depth. This is pretty much constant. So we'll just say fall depth. I'm dangerous time right now. I don't know, 20, something like that. Oh. Okay, and then we'll say if global position Y is greater than fall depth. Wait, I think I'm making a mistake here. We then want to restart the game. On the UI, we have restart pressed. So we want to run that function. From the UI. I'm surprised this isn't already. I'm a little concerned because isn't this. I guess it's not set up. If it was, we wouldn't be here. I'm not feeling as fast today as 1 hour is demanding. UI on restart pressed. Did I? But I think I have my time messed, or my fall death position messed up here. Like if we come down here, that's -8. So let's say -10. All right. So we wouldn't want to say if it's greater than -10. We'd actually want to say if it's less than -10. Okay. Let's see if at least that works. Fall, die. Fall, die. Great. Now I want the timer to not start until you move. But that's kind of some effort, so we're not going to worry about that. I would prefer that, but that's okay. Okay, and then for score, is there a score on there right now? There is. So instead of score, we actually want to word this a little differently. So when we add a point, I actually wanted to subtract. So let's say this. We're going to say func on subtract point. I'm going to make a new function for this. Paste that on in, and this time we'll just say minus equals. And instead of score, it's going to be left. It would be nice if we could put a banana emoji in here, but I mean, I basically already know that you can't do that. You can't put emojis in here. But that would be sweet. I'm sure there's some way to do it, but I don't know how. So we're just gonna, I mean, remaining would be nice. It's just gonna be take up so much space. So instead of score, we do want this to actually be something. Oh, don't work in WebGL, boo. So I wanna go to globals, and we're gonna say remaining. I'm gonna say you gotta get 10. Come back to the UI. And it's gonna report that to us. So we don't wanna say global score minus points. We wanna say remaining minus equals points. We do want that to update like right away. To be remaining. I'm just going to type it in myself. It would be kind of nice if I set it up. Yes. It is very sad, Precipier. Emojilously sad, as you well put it. Alright, so not my favorite UI setup. Oh, and I've been meaning to move the UI because it's in the way in a lot of situations. I have a lot of problems with this UI. It's very hastily made during some other 1 hour jam. But it'd be like that. It really do. I'd love to make that font smaller, but it's just like time-wise, like, am I really gonna? I guess she's doing it. All right, that's like a little better, right? Barely. I hate it. It looks terrible. That has to be okay, though. All right. So, bananas. Let's make these bananas matter. It's time. Put the character body on the ground. It wasn't time. Oh, yeah, right. We can say snap object to floor. Very good. So the first, so we want these bananas to spawn, right? So we kind of need like a banana spawner, if you think about it. And when do they spawn? Do they just spawn, or do they spawn at like certain times? I don't actually know. Also, this does not look like a banana. It's almost, but it's not quite there. Obviously it's not bent, and that's gonna be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be really okay with that. Let's just rotate it a bit. Banana. I don't have time. I wish I could slap something together in Blender really fast. I'm sure I could, but like I would run out of time. All right, there's your banana. And then we need a peel, right? So we're gonna call this Nana, and then I'm gonna add another mesh. Now this is gonna have to be the peel. You got some complicatedness here. You sure you can handle it? No. Okay, well, as long as you're honest. Let's get some planes and adjust them. And that's gonna be our peel. Look, okay, this is what's gonna be. Shrink, shrink. All right. Let's duplicate that. Rotate it around. Could do this faster in Blender, but what wouldn't be faster would be getting it all in and set up. And I have a tendency to like get a little too serious when I'm in Blender, and I start overscoping my design. And I'm like, oh, but what if I just did this? Oh, but what if I just changed that? Oh, but it'd be so much better if I did this. And then we're in danger. Okay, duplicate, rotate. You know, the limited nature of trying to build things here can often be advantageous. Not always, but often. All right, banana peel. Deal with it. And then let's give them a color. I'm gonna say yellow, naturally. Okay. It's kind of given banana. And then surely I won't keep trying to adjust it, right? You wouldn't do that, would you? It's fine. So, okay, good. Then we do want there to be a different kind of peel, so we'll set that up in a second. Now let's make a collision. I'm gonna say that it is a sphere shape. A little bigger than that would be ideal. That's too big. 0.7. That'll do. All right. Now this is gonna have to look for the player and stuff. So we're gonna say this is we're gonna call it Nana. It is an area 3D, so we can check if area entered, connect on area entered. Let's create that function. Now it's actually going to be looking for bodies. So we need to make sure to tell it that, right? Or does it, I think it just does that. Oh, crap. We gotta change this to be body. That's what we do. Okay, on body entered. That should be probably fine, I think. Maybe. Right? I thought you had to like tell it. Maybe that's something else you have to tell. Oh, it's probably a raycast. Alright. So if body is in group player, which I trust our player is, I suppose I'm gonna check. It is. If the body that it detects is in the group player, we want it to add, oh, we want to say messenger. Oh, actually we want to remove a point. I forgot. signal remove point. Hey, what's up, Plague Heart? How you doing? We are going to make sure we go to the UI here. I'm trying to make a game in an hour. I'm not very close to being done. But that's okay. It's not about doing a perfect job. It's just about trying and having that experience. And then after this, we're going to do another live stream where we play through everybody's games, which I'm super excited about. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm glad you're doing all right, because all right is all right. Oh, it's supposed to be subtract point. Whatever. Just make it remove point. Remove point. All right. Set up. Done. You're a dev yourself. Let's go. Good to have you. Welcome. You're in good company. Okay, now back on the banana. I'm gonna call this Nana. We want to emit messenger remove point, and the amount is just gonna be 1. All right, all right, all right, all right. And then I'm also gonna want it to delete itself. But before it deletes itself, I am technically gonna want it to instantiate appeal. But let's at least get this much. Nice. And you can see remaining went down, which is just what we want. Ideally, we could get a sound effect, some feedback, like some chomping pieces, particles going everywhere. I ain't got time for that, so I'm not gonna do it. All right, sweet. Good. Now what? Now we need to leave appeal behind. And also it would be nice if it did something. I don't think it should be a rigid body. I think that's too hard. I wish I could do that, but I think it would be too challenging. This isn't gonna be exactly what I want it to be. Bravery freezing vanilla Godot for script IDE instead of VS Code for better refactoring. Yeah, I mean, I've been slowly learning VS Code on my own time. I still don't feel like I'm as fast as using this. Plus, from as a content creator, I like keeping the consistency of it all being in Godot for instructive purposes. So yeah. Yeah, to me, I found VS Code to be a little bit overkill for my needs. I use it for other things, and I don't find it to be overkill. But, we'll see. That might change someday. So I'm worried about my gameplay concept, but I think we're not worried about that. So I'm going to save Nana as a new scene. And we do want this to appear on here. Does detection still happen if the area 3D is hidden? Be kind of dope if it didn't. Yeah, it does. So we would need to hide it, and I kind of am thinking instead of Q-freeing and instantiating, we just hide it. So I'm gonna set up its collision, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar songs on here, that's for sure. I love that you geek out. That's part of why I like using these songs too, is that people recognize it. Alright, collision. Cats and Dogs, a banana game. Yep. Yep. Don't have time to explain that. That's the world we live in here on Hyper Game Dev. So I don't have time to even finish this. I should pivot, honestly. So collision, we want to say that when that happens, visible equals false. Whoa. Visible equals false, and collision disabled becomes true. Now that means we're gonna need it to be able to become true again, which is a lot of fun. Signal show banana, and I gotta tell you which banana. Oh god, I didn't plan this well. Well, you can have a call with something. Oh my god. Export variable banana integer. So we'll have 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, but that's how it's gonna be. We're connecting messenger. What did I call that? Show banana. Show banana connect on show banana. I didn't keep my syntax the same. On show banana. And then we're gonna say number. If number is set to banana, then visible equals true, collision disabled equals false. Dude, I'm in danger. I'm in so much danger. Cool, great. So it should not delete itself, but it should disappear and not be recollectible. And there's that much at least. Okay, so we can't come back and... Oh, we can come back and keep getting it. Why? Oh, God, why? Also, why did that... Oh, the remaining isn't resetting. Oh, God, you guys. Well, I have to pivot. I think we just have to be connected. It just has to be collecting bananas. That's all that we can have it do. That's the way this has to be. It's just a game about collecting bananas. I don't have time to do all of this. So it's out of here. It's out of here. So therefore, we're going to actually have them... Well, I mean, you can leave it. No, we're just going to have them delete themselves. Q free. I got to pivot. What am I going to do? I got to pivot. It's pivot time. Banana clicker. Yeah, you could do a banana clicker, you know, if you want. It's up to you. If that's how you want to use your time, go for it. I think it still does. It sure does. It sure does. And you know what? We just ain't gonna deal with it today. I probably could have set it to like not monitoring or whatever, but that's all right. Adding a Zen mode. Nice. All right, so... Yeah, because if you're gonna make a clicker game, that's up to you. Like, totally fine with me. I don't really care. Like, it's your game. It's your time. This isn't a jam about who does the best, most complicated thing. It's just about, did you make something that was valuable use of your 1 hour? You know? Oh. So it's gonna be a little tough. So just for this new version I'm doing, which is just very simple and not that hard, I'm going to make some changes. Let's add some more jump velocity on here. I'm just gonna build a level and you just have to go find it the fastest. You just gotta find the bananas the fastest. That's the game that this is gonna become now. All right? Okay. Let us build. I actually am kind of happy with this, you know? I think it'll be kind of fun. So we're just putting these all around. And that's it. Take your risks. Explore, discover, eat bananas. Simple as that. And so I need to put 10 of them around somewhere, somehow. Hopefully, this is something I always, at the last second, I'm like, okay, quickly build the level. And then I don't like test it, and then people in the chat when we play it are like, it's impossible. I'm like, oh crap. Whoops. Maybe we could do some like interesting jumps, like you have to like do like leaps of faith to try to find stuff. Oh, but we can't go too low or you're gonna die. Remember, we put the fall death. So maybe you need to extend that fall death. Right now, this is at -12, so this would be in death zone. So maybe don't do that. Maybe be a little more careful there. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just putting platforms around 'cause I'm pivoting. Okay, let's change that fall death to 20. No, I'm not gonna implement Coyote Jump. Yeah, I mean, look, if I already had Coyote Jump implemented, that would be cool, but I just don't have time for that. I don't know if you see, but I have like 7 minutes left. So yeah. But you're right. Yes, you're right. If we were doing that kind of game, and for me, like my challenge, I like to try to make these things from scratch. Like that's just my own personal ambition. Sometimes that's different. And when I say scratch, like obviously I use templates and stuff, so that's not entirely true. But when I say from scratch, I guess I mean given what I have. And so maybe I'll spend like one jam saying, okay, today I'm gonna implement Coyote time, you know? So far, I think they're all implemented. With that said, you're right. You're absolutely right, Plague. It totally would be if we had Coyote time. Oh, but then you can't get back. That's kind of punishing. It's like once you go one way, you're stuck. Like, you can never come back. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal, but yet we could call it a mechanic. It's exactly, apparently, I think what this kind of is, yeah. Yep. Could have this be, oh, if we connected it like this, that could kind of work. Hey, welcome, Gary. That's quite all right. We'll be here every Friday. Dude, the holidays do get people out of rhythm, man. Relatable. I got kind of lucky. Not really, but a little bit lucky where I ended up not having to do the family thing that I would have to have done. And so I didn't lose that rhythm. Lucky me. Alright, I need to hurry it up. You literally have a banana in a fridge simulator. Nice. Nice. Alright. I would love to like add some like you climb up high a little bit. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, Coyote time. That's actually, you know, I really should like write that down somewhere. Don't I have like a list of things to add in? Oh gosh. I do have a list of things that I want to add into like an ideal game jam template. I'm gonna put Coyote time on there. Thanks to Plague for that. Perfect. All right, you gave me that idea, and I actually really appreciate that. Can't do it today, but maybe someday. So I do have a little more time than that timer lets on. That's a little trick I do to myself to help me not be freaking out as much. You know, it works. Yay! You're in the future. You're welcome. Me in the future, thanks you. Alright, I need to start putting these bananas down. It's kind of nice to just have some time and just do the level. Like, my peel idea, like, could have been interesting. You know, if, again, it'd be forcing the player to, like, double back and stuff. But, I mean, just didn't have time. Dude, higher. Make it higher. Stack them up. Do it. Because I think it would be fun. All right. I think this is actually going to be kind of challenging. You know, if I like scatter them to every end. Especially trying to like get good time. I think the hardest part is the jumping because you have to like wait for the jump to end. Oh god, I suck at this. All right, I just wanted to make sure it's like kind of possible here. No, not at all, press the fire. But maybe in the future I will add it, is the idea. That's the hope. That's the dream. We're gonna make this go even higher, dude. All right, I really need to start putting bananas down. How much time do I actually have at this point? 5 minutes, a little more, but I'm just gonna update my timer to 5 minutes. But, you know, and then the other thing, I want an awesome game jam template. And I had one, kind of, but it ended up not really helping me as much as I wanted it to, unfortunately. Okay, so I need 10 of these. And so I started a new template. But I didn't really get very far on it. So I think one day what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do live streams, because that's generally how I get motivated to work on things. Plus I like sharing that stuff with y'all. I think one day I'm going to do live streams where I work on my template, my jam template. All right, I gotta start zoning out in here. Yeah, well, and so I did that. I do have like some like prefab things, but you know what I found out? I found out that like I didn't really know how to design those to actually help me in a 1 hour time frame. That is to say, you know, I would come and I would look at like I'd set up all these export variables, you know, and I would have to like relearn how to do the export variables, which was just like surprisingly a little difficult. Like I would just be like, wait, did I what does this mean? Does this make sense? Like it kind of got confusing. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically I didn't really have it designed as optimally to be easily, quickly understood across multiple assets and then set up in a flash, if that makes sense. So, you know, basically I just need to like devote some time, you know, to like really fleshing out a decent, valuable bunch of assets. I want that. I want that so bad. I really, really do. Okay, we have 7. I need 3 more around. Let's put one down here. Dude, this is a death one. I don't think you can come back from that one. I guess it could always be your last one. I need to check that one. I mean, you know, we could just kind of have some faith. That there's a way to figure. Oh, it's not death. That was. Wait, why did I think that was death? Why did I think that? I don't know why I thought that. It wasn't that bad at all. It was easy. Okay, how many more do I need? 2 more? Part of me kind of wants to add some like harder ones in there. But, you know, be more thoughtful about the placement. But I just don't have time. To be honest, this is the most level design that I've thoughtfully done ever in one of these jams. Like, I feel like generally I don't have this much time to spend on it. I wish I had time to do like the background and stuff, but I don't. Raphael's finished. Nice. Divine says, if I had time when it gets low, I'd have it Star Mortal Kombat theme and say, finish it. Star Mortal Kombat theme? That's awesome. Anything to keep it fun, right? All right, I think we're just going to have to call this sufficient. Oh, but wait, what happens when you get 0? The timer isn't going to stop. So hold on. Almost forgot that most important element, which is here, on stop timer button. So I'm gonna need to put that. Do we have a signal for that? I don't think we do. On game 1. Ah, game 1. Okay, beautiful. So I need to come back to the nanas right here, and we need to check if you don't gotta do that here. Come to remove point. I know my timer's almost. I technically have a few more seconds than that. I still even undercut it there. On remove point, if globals remaining is less than or equal to 0, then we need to do emit game 1. So I don't actually have time to fully test this to see if it works. If global is remaining, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about too. Like I always forget, like, how did I set that up? I was about to set up a stop timer, but I don't remember that I actually have the game one set up to stop a timer. So it's like I have to learn what the template I set up is actually going to need. And that gets really hard after making a game every single week, and every game is a little different. Sometimes I don't use a feature for like 3 months, and then I come back to it after 3 months. I'm like, what is this? Anyway. All right, game one, emit. I think if global's remaining is less than or equal to 0, it'll check that once it updates. I think this will work. All right, let's export it. Let's try it. You can't even zip a file without your computer exploding? What's wrong with your computer? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. All right, we're gonna export this project. We're gonna keep it in the same garden folder, baby. Minus a minute, so we're a little late, but that's why we do a pre-submission. All right, we're gonna say, hungry pack person. Hungry pack. All right, that's it. Hungry pack. That's the game. Okay, I'm gonna upload it. We're gonna make sure it works. Hopefully it's good. I think that's probably a pretty good amount. So you guys probably have your entries submitted. I see we got 20 likes right now, and almost 30 of you are here hanging out. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to have you. If you could hit that thumbs up button if you're hanging out here. We got 20 thumbs ups, but 30 of you here. That would help a lot. It means more people will find out about this jam, which is something I really care about, this jam. So thank you for doing that. And it'll just be good for the channel. So thank you. It means a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and post this up here. Right when this jam ends, there's gonna be another live stream that pops up. It's gonna end like really soon here. Okay, I just did the opposite of what is good. It's gonna end like really soon here. And then when it does, stay right here. We're gonna play through all of the games. Yeah, we're gonna see what people submitted, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna compete for high scores. It'll be a good time, but we do that in a separate live stream. So stick right here so that way you can see that happen, and I hope you do. Let's make sure that this is a game. I hope it's a game I wanted it to be. Is my dream coming true? Come on, load. Give me the loading. It's a game. All right, we got a game, y'all. Game is in the house. Okay, so I'm gonna head out, but we'll be right back. We'll be coming right back here, so stick right around, and we're gonna play through all the games. I'm gonna see if I can get a good game on mine. Yes, a good score on my game. It works. Done. Banana. All right, y'all. If you're watching it after the live stream, tap or click in the top right. Tap or click right there, and you'll get right to that live stream. But if you're watching it live, stick right around. It's gonna pop right up. All right, let us go to play the games.